Hi, everybody. This is the Outlaw Michael Tomsick, and you're on the Outlaw Podcast. And this is kind of, you guys have, some of you have watched the channel. I do a series on Facebook, or not really a series. I just do a thing every day. I started about a year ago doing walks with my dog Trixie here. She's an Aussie Doodle. And then we adopted Trip, and he's kind of a quirky Golden Retriever mix. So with Trixie, I started walking every day. It was just a way to get her out of the house and get some exercise because she just had so much pent-up energy, and I found walking her every day took some of that energy out. And we love to walk. This is one of our normal trails that we walk on. It's actually a trail behind my house. It goes for a couple miles in each direction, and that ends. It's actually an old railroad trail. It's got a lot of electrical lines behind here, some industrial stuff behind us. But we haven't been coming up here for the past 3 weeks, and that's kind of what I really wanted to talk to you about on the podcast today. This will be probably a little bit longer podcast. I've been doing a little bit of shorts, but one of the projects I've had that I haven't been working on lately that I want to work on more is a project called Down and Out in America. So I absolutely love this project because I just think there's a lot of poverty issues in America. There's a lot of homelessness in America. And, there's a lot of issues that go with the homeless and poverty issues. Now, there are a couple segments on my YouTube where I interviewed one person out of Reno and one person out of Las Vegas about homeless and poverty there. As many of you that follow me or do not know me, I used to live in Las Vegas and then moved to Reno, Nevada for a while, and then moved Reno, Nevada to the Ozarks here in Missouri, where I currently live at. So yes, I do live in the Ozarks. And so anyway, to make a long story short, we started walking this trail, and we've been walking it for a while. Been bringing you guys some videos and stuff from it. I love walking on this trail. It's one of my favorite trails. It's literally right behind my house, easy to get to. The dogs like walking up here. There's not a lot of people that are on this trail. I mean, there are people that do take this trail and walk on it. But one of the problems in the last probably 3 weeks, and Trixie, Trip, and I haven't been coming up here, is that we found several homeless camps up here, and due to that fact, I have not been up here, like I said, probably for almost 3 weeks now. But I decided to walk up here today, and we're going to walk down to the end of the road. From my house, it ends at a road called US Bypass, which is one of the major roads here in Springfield, Missouri that goes from north to south. It does go all the way across Springfield, Missouri, and it's called US Bypass. I think I mentioned that. Anyway, this is one of the industrial buildings that's on the street by my house, as you guys can see over there. This is some backwoods by my house. There's a river that actually flows behind my house over here, and sometimes in the wintertime or rainy season, the river's really full. Right now it's pretty empty, however. So I know I'm probably boring you guys, but the reason that I wanted you guys to stay on the video for me and do a little bit longer videos because, as I said, there were several homeless camps here last time, and I do see there is still one here. And this is some of the problems that come with the camps is a lot of trash. So this is, I will show you guys here. We got a camp out here, and that is one of the camps that has been here for a little while. I was having some problems with other dogs coming out that were not leashed and stuff and attacking my dogs and me. It was one of the reasons we stopped walking on the trail. So there is another camp that is down here. It's a little bit harder to see, and I don't want to move their wagon to walk down there. But in between these trees here, stuff, there's another camp. I don't know if you guys can more see it right there. So that up on this trail, so it starts over by US Bypass. That is 2 homeless camps that are up here, and then there was a third homeless camp that was further back going towards the west. I'm actually going east right now. So this is, I think, one of the reasons why it looks like maybe someone had a camp over here and kind of packed up and left. But here's the problem with the camps. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when the homeless come up here and camp out and stuff. As you can see, there's a ton of trash and stuff between the trees. And also, it looks like a few of the trees have been set on fire. So, you know, concerns because, you know, there's, that is US Bypass right there. So one thing that a lot of the homeless like to do, because there's 3 homeless shelters near me. There's one down here on US Bypass for the veterans, and then there's another homeless shelter that's called Route 66 that's up closer to me, actually a few blocks away from my house. They've gotten a lot of complaints and stuff in the past from the homeless being out there, but again, I guess my main concern is not so much that I care that they camp out up here. What my main concern is that all the trash that is being left behind, and open fires, and there has been a fire set back here before, so it is kind of a big concern on my part, since my house is like right behind this area. It is a couple blocks down, but there's actually a business right there. My house is probably a little ways down. Anyway, my dogs are wanting to move on, and that's been one of the problems right there of walking on the trail. At least that dog was on a leash. But yeah, so I've thought about a couple times of reporting the issues up here, but honestly I don't really know who to report them to, because honestly don't know who owns the land up here, if it's still the railroad or the electrical companies, or if it's the small businesses that are behind the area. There's just like I don't know really what you would call it. It's a small area in between the residence and the industrial area that's kind of like a wooded area up on the trail here. I mean, you almost hate to report to people because, you know, they're not really bothering anybody in a way. You know, these are people that are out on the corners holding up signs and asking for money, though, and it's kind of funny to me how they can do that, but yet they have all this tents, equipment. I mean, I just took a picture of a wagon that's probably worth a couple $100. So, you know, you tell me you're homeless and in poverty, but yet you have thousands of dollars in camping equipment, sleeping bags, carts, and stuff like that. So I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to bring you this video today as part of the Down and Out series, and hope you guys have a great Saturday. Keep coming back. I want to remind you guys, if you are in the Ozarks, I do live in Springfield, Missouri. I do have a vending route. I do Pokemon. I have a Pokemon business, card business off to the side. I have 3 vending machines if you guys want to visit them. One's at Eagle Pawn Shop, one's at Flippin' Storage, and I just put one out in Nixa called Christine Primitive Chicks Antiques. So that one's out in Ozark. And then I have a couple candy machines out as well. I have one called Adore Financial. You guys need some financial needs or need a loan or something like that, that's what they do. So if you guys want to check that out, of course, you guys can always check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Tumblr, all those web pages. Currently, right now, I am not doing the Wrestling or Sports podcast, but hope you guys just enjoy and become outlaws.